Musicians Institute Guitarcraft Program, sponsor of Fox 17 Rock and Review.
Blame it on me if it makes you feel better. Say I'm the reason that we couldn't stay together. It's my fault. Say it's all my fault. Blame it on me.
That is Adam Wakefield. You know him from The Voice, and we're thrilled to have him on the Fox 17 Rock and Review today, talking about playing the big show tomorrow night, Adam, which is the Buffalo Blues Veterans Benefit.
Yep.
And you and a few of your closest friends like Joseph Wooten and Super Honk.
Yep. Caitlin Koch will be there too.
Yeah. So I think it's so great that you guys are doing this at the basement tomorrow night to help out the veterans here in Middle Tennessee.
Yeah. It's for they've been working in conjunction with Operation Stand Down, which helps find homes and jobs for veterans, and it's a good cause. I feel like everybody can get behind it. You know?
Yeah. I think it's incredible because I think our veterans definitely deserve the extra help, and I appreciate you coming out and doing some music for it.
Yeah, no problem.
You know, and we were talking about The Voice and everything, and when you had done that and how well you did, but you had a new album, a new EP come out this last year, and I've been listening to this in my car a lot, and what a great album you got here, man.
Oh, thanks, man. Thank you.
You know,
we
it's
put
so
a lot
many
of blood, sweat, and tears in
so
that
many
thing.
songs that it's like Love Is Blind, Blame It on Me, She's Got the Whiskey. I like that one a lot, and then my favorite was probably The Motorcycles and Cigarettes.
Yeah, that's a funky one, man. That was fun. That was one that almost didn't make it on there because it was a little different, but it's the band just likes playing that song so much. So
did you record them all here in Nashville?
Yeah, we did them all here. Pretty much the way everybody was like, how did you pick those songs? Because they're all pretty eclectic. What we did was just kind of, I just took all the best songs from the live show because once I got off The Voice, I put a band together and we just started going out, and I didn't really want to do the cover songs thing, so I already had a whole bunch of original material, so we just threw them all together as quick as we could and kind of ironed them out on the road. And once we'd done good solid 6 months to a year of touring, we picked the ones we liked the best. And just went in the studio and tried to cut them as close to the live versions as we could.
Well, I think you've got such an interesting story too, Adam, that some of our viewers may not know. To where you started out playing piano when you were little. Before you gravitated into guitar and everything, and then you were doing pretty well with your band, Old Man Brown.
Old Man Brown.
Yeah,
back in Baltimore. Yeah, that was it was good, man. It was a good cutting your teeth sort of band. I mean, it was one of those bands. We just did exactly what we wanted to do musically. We weren't worried about what people were buying. We weren't worried about getting help from a record label or anything.
Right.
We honestly just wanted to be the Allman Brothers. So we just
who doesn't want to be the Allman Brothers?
We just did everything they did. We got our own big house, and we all moved in, and we all sat around. And we had rehearsal schedule. We had practice schedule. Everybody had mandatory 10 hours of practice time a week. It was good, man. It was really good for everybody in the band, and for me especially as a singer, because that's when I really figured out how to kind of do my own thing vocally.
Yeah, well, and you've got such a unique voice, and that I like, but you can sort of hear some of that southern rock and everything in it, which also I'm a fan of.
Yeah.
And then you made the leap from that band to come in here to Music City, and you were approached to go on The Voice. It's not like you were looking for it; they came to you.
Yeah, I mean, when I moved here, I just moved here with my girlfriend to support her kind of artist career, and I just was coming here just to be a working musician, and I was kind of over the whole artist thing. I was just trying to make some money and relax and focus on practicing again.
And then when you're over it, it comes to you.
Yeah, that's just how life works, So, but it's been great, and Nashville's been such a supportive city, and this is really the kind of place where talent supersedes all the hype.
Well, and I think especially with an artist as yourself too on it, to where you've got a unique sound. It's not like you just blend in and sound like everybody else. You have your own niche sound.
Yeah, well, and I think everybody in this town's hoping that's going to be the new trend musically. We're starting to hear some new artists come out that sound different. And
right.
We're all hoping that's the direction everything's swinging. So we'll see.
Well, I wanted to bring up to our viewers too, and I know they'll be able to follow you on social media and on your website and everything. But you're working on a bluegrass album.
Yeah, I've been working on new music for a long time. The bluegrass album's been done since before I went on The Voice, or at least it was tracked.
Yeah.
And so that's pretty much all done. We're still working on the artwork for that. I've got a kind of a singer-songwriter record. I went through and instead of trying to put an album together, I just went through and picked out my favorite songs that I've written. I thought that were the best ones, and just got together with some of the kind of local guys in town just to put together. It's really, it's very Nashville sounding. It's got like pedal steel on it and stuff.
Oh, awesome.
And so, we're just trying to finish that up and find some homes for them.
Do you think they'll probably release this year then?
Bluegrass record will definitely come out this year, and I would imagine the singer-songwriter one will come out this year too. We're just, just trying to find somebody to help jump on board. And,
yeah.
I'm sick of paying for stuff myself.
Well, we got to talk about guitars a little bit, because obviously you brought your Martin D18 on.
Yep.
It sounds amazing.
Thanks.
But then on the voice, it's like, I think I saw you with a Cole Clark.
Yeah. A good friend of mine, Michael from Cole Clark, hooked me up with with their Dreadnought series, Cole Clark.
That thing sounded amazing.
It was great. It really was. It was one of those things when I did my blind audition with my guitar, and the one I used at the time, it just had one little little transducer pickup in it, and it just sounded so thin, and I was bummed out about it. And I was telling my buddy Randy, who I did the Bluegrass record with, and he introduced me to Mike, and Mike hooked me up with one of their Dreadnought guitars, and just the pickup system and everything. It's just one of those guitars it's great, because when you show up, especially somebody like me, I'm doing a lot of opening slots. So I just show up and plug in, and they're like, "Does it sound good?" And I'm like, "I don't know." And they're like, "Cool, here we go." So that's a great guitar for that, because you just plug it in and it sounds great.
Well, and that's the funny thing on them, as it's like with the Cole Clarks, it's like they've got triple pickup system in there, so you can blend it between the different, and it just sounds amazing plugged in. Yeah.
It's what's great about that guitar is it's just it's the first time anybody's made a guitar that's solely geared towards sounding good live. I mean, it's heavy. It's kind of dead sounding, honestly, when you play it acoustically.
Yeah.
But and I think it's partly because of the A. They have the A frame in them with the pickups in it, so it kind of probably deadens a little bit of the ring.
Right.
But as far as live sound goes, I mean, it's way better than anything I've ever used. So.
Now, which one are you going to be using tomorrow night for the show? Do you think one of your Martins or the Cole Clark?
Man, that's a tough one. I'll probably use the Cole Clark, to be honest with you. It's tough. It's a loud guitar, and the basement's a loud venue, so
totally.
So it's tough. It's tough. If they can get it, as long as they don't turn me up too loud, I'll probably use the Cole Clark.
Now also going into spring and summer, you're going to be on the road a lot?
Yeah, we got some dates coming in. I got some stuff on the East Coast. I got some stuff in Georgia. I'm going out to New Mexico, do some stuff.
Wow.
So it's, they're starting to trickle in. It's every year around January, February, you just cross your fingers and hope people still know who you are.
See, and you tried not to be an artist, and now you're an artist.
Yeah, I know. That was one of my biggest things, is I was so sick of going to clubs and worrying if people were going to buy tickets or not.
Right.
And what's great now is I get a guarantee instead, so I don't care if anybody shows up. I still get the check at the end of the night.
I don't think you have to worry anymore, Adam. That's just me saying that for you.
Yeah, well, we'll see. I mean, honestly, man, as long as there's 10 people there who want to hear my stuff, I don't care.
It's incredible. Well, you got a great sound, man. I like it a lot. Where can viewers find your website, your social media, and everything like that?
Website's AdamWakefieldMusic.com. They can find me. It's just Adam Wakefield on Facebook and Instagram. And Twitter. I don't know if I tweet very much or not. To be honest with you,
you might have to more when you're on the road.
On the tweeter, but and then you can find the EP on iTunes and Spotify, Pandora, all those on your normal platforms.
Yeah. Well, I'll tell you what, the EP is great. Pick up a copy. Adam Wakefield. Can't wait to hear the new Bluegrass album and your singer-songwriter album.
Me too. I can't wait to hear him too.
Yeah, well, I'll tell you what, if you like the sound of his voice and his guitar, which I definitely do, go see him tomorrow night at the show. Check out his website, catch him on tour, and pick up the EP, Adam Wakefield. Thanks for watching the Fox 17 Rock and Review.
Musicians Institute Guitarcraft Program, sponsor of Fox 17 Rock and Review.